Like it or not, Tariq, and I know you're not going to like it, but the performance of the Philadelphia Eagles in the last game of the regular season.
Well, no. I don't like what it did for my team, basically knocking them out of playoff contention and avoiding a date with Tom Brady, in which we seem to do very well against Tom Brady when the pressure's on the line, my New York Football Giants. I think what happens here is it's the players talking after this that really is really starting getting me to not like this, because I'm seeming from a number of players on the Eagles that they didn't know this was going to happen and that they were kind of confused by it. Yet the broadcasters during the game basically said that the head coach was planning on playing the backup quarterback anyway. So I'm kind of confused as to how the players didn't know and they were kind of perturbed by it. But the coach kind of told the broadcast crew that they was going to do this. It just led to, I don't know, it's going to lead to a rocky offseason for the Eagles because you have to make a decision about Carson Wentz. You don't know about Jalen Hurts yet. He's played a few games, but he hasn't had a full season. We'll see what goes on. But the Philadelphia Eagles created more questions than they did answer them for next season.
Pat, I thought it was awful. When I heard Chris Collinsworth say what I thought was maybe the most cutting remark I've ever heard from an analyst, when he said, I couldn't do that to a team of mine. He says, I just couldn't do that.
Hold on. Look, I am getting so sick of all the self-righteous people I've been hearing. Oh, integrity of the game. You have to play to win and, competitive advantage. It was in their best competitive advantage, their best competitive consideration to lose that game. Doug Peterson gets assurance from upstairs that he's not going to lose his job. You're gaining multiple spots on a draft pick in a division that is a nightmare. Look, the defensive end there for Washington, right? He changes the makeup of that defense. That's what one player taken high in the draft can do. You look at the rest of that division, you could be a player away from running away with that division with 8 wins. They made the right decision doing what they did. Those players got paid to be there. I'm so sick of when we pick and choose when it's about money and when it's about pride and integrity. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Now, that would be me, actually, because I'm totally on the other side of the fence. One last thing on that. If the decision wasn't made at the head coaching level, Pat, doesn't the owner or the general manager have a responsibility, given how much the coach has been through with this, to say, hey, it was my call, take him off the hook?
Come on, man. We've all had bosses before. How many bosses are going to make a terrible decision, stand up and go, oh, that was me? No, they're going to let Peterson do it, and they're going to look at it this way. Peterson's going to keep his job despite the mistakes that he made this season in an unbelievably winnable NFC West, right? Or excuse me, NFC East. So, no, it's going to be, we're letting you keep your job. You can deal with this dynamite that we just set off, and you're not going to take credit because guess what? Doug Peterson could be blown out by the end of next season, and that GM possibly and the owner are going to have to still go in front of the media.
Which would be great for my New York Football Giants, by the way.